and welcome to Have a Drink with Your Veterinarian, in which I try a new beer and drop some knowledge, and you try any drink you want and get free veterinary advice. I'm Dr. Ellis, and I've been a veterinarian and certified wildlife rehabilitator for a decade. This is my co-host Waffle, who could sleep in the bed with me but chooses the chaise lounge instead. I was going to do a cat topic next because I love cats, but then I fell down a rabbit hole when I was trying to find a study comparing Yucca to anti-inflammatories, and then I found out there were studies on curing dog farts, and I couldn't resist. I have a love of all bizarre truths, like that Osama bin Laden thought that Whitney Houston was the most beautiful woman in the world, and that Bobby Brown was a bad influence. But this factoid is even better because it's bizarre and true and also kind of useful. So more specifically than curing dog farts, there's a way of reducing the malodorous flatus of dogs by 86%. And that statistic took me right back to the 90s when I was 10 and I heard on the bus that the average human eats 8 spiders in their lifetime, and I was like, bullshit. There's no way anyone could quantify that. Cite your source, Stephanie Mora. And I was right. But when I felt the same way about 86% of malodorous dog flatus, I was wrong. And it was published in the aughts by the Journal of the American Veterinary Medical Association. What they did was they set up 5 different groups, 5 trials with the same 8 dogs, where they fed them all the same thing. One group got activated charcoal, one got yucca, one got zinc, one got all 3, and the control group got nothing. Then they took stool samples from all of the dogs and fermented them for a day. Then they used bomb colorimetry to quantify the hydrogen sulfide produced. That's the bacterial byproduct that causes the gas to be generally repugnant. Anyway, a bunch of people who I would presume were vet students sat around and tallied up also the number of times each dog farted each day. And they'd probably all gotten A's in organic chemistry and physics. It was adorable reading a paper about dog farts written in scientific language. They use metrics like HPM for human perception of malodor. So the number of episodes of flatus, if you were interested, remained constant. They were just significantly less upsetting to humans, like 86% less horrible. So here's what they use daily. Yucca at 5 grams per 10 pounds of dog, zinc at 7 grams per 10 pounds of dog, and activated charcoal at 133 grams per 10 pounds of dog. You can pick up the activated charcoal pretty easily at a drugstore, but the yucca and zinc you need to get in a liquid formulation since the pills at the drugstore would be too big to dose for dogs. That's available at chewy.com pretty readily. The products are over-the-counter supplements, so they're not FDA approved for treatment of dog flatulence, and I can't diagnose nor treat any dog I've not examined. I'm just telling you about the study, and you can use such products at your own risk. Now, prior to today, when people would ask me what to do about their dog's gas, I was like, I don't know, go back in time and Google boxers before you drop $1,000 on one. Thoughts and prayers. But now I know, and so do you. And I'm going to tell you about my beer. This is a banana bread beer, and it tastes like banana bread. And I'm sorry about the lighting. It feels like I'm about to ascend into heaven, probably. Anyhow, that concludes our conversation. Yeah, feel free to leave suggestions for topics or new drinks in the comment section. And remember to pour one out for animal advocate Bob Barker. He's alive, but he's a fine example of animal advocacy. Cheers!